What's up, gamers? It's your boy Launchpad 1412, and it's story time. It's been a while as I told you guys the story, and I told you guys I'd bring more stories to this channel. So here we go. But before we get into the story, if you have a certain image of me, this one's a little darker, this one's a little deeper, this one's a little bit more personal. So if you have a certain image of me and you kind of don't want that to change, I don't think it will change, but you know, sometimes people are sensitive to certain things. So if you feel like in your gut, maybe I might not want to watch this one, feel free to not watch this one, but this is definitely more personal. So here we go. My boy, his name is Joe. We're gonna call him Joe. That's not his real name, but we're gonna name him Joe. We've been cool since 7th grade, and you know, his father has a little bit of money, so he had a little bit of money. You know, he would every now and then, I wouldn't call him my best friend, but every now and then, you know, he would come, give me a call, you know, pick me up. And you know, we'll go out and party a little bit, you know, have some fun at his house. Usually it was at his house, you know, like a swimming pool party or something like that of that sort. You know, maybe a little bit of beer here and there. Nothing too crazy. Might have a couple smokers, but you know, most of the time we just have fun and just, you know, jumping in the pool, you know, just you know, playing with girls and all that. Just, you know, just having some fun with things that 18-year-olds do. Now mind you, I'm 18 at this time. And remind you, I've never smoked, not even now, I never smoked, never drank, never did any drugs, I never did any of that. But sometimes my friends did, so you know, I mean, they were my friends, so you know, I always had their back, you know, I would never judge them because of that, you know, we all do our own thing, you know. But now mind you, this is a young Launchpad, I'm 18 years old. Alright, so this is where the story really begins. This particular day, with all those factors in mind, you know, just keep all those factors in mind. You know, I ended up going up to we was at the party one time. You know, he come pick me up. He had his boy in the passenger seat. I'm in the back, and he had two girls in the back. That's how it always was. And you know, Jeep with no doors. You know, just chilling, driving, and enjoying the wind as we get from my crib. It was a long way to get from my crib to his. You know, remind you. So you know, I was really cool with him for him to do that. You know, he's not. You know, Joe is the nicest guy in the world, but he's not. He's probably not going to do that for just anybody. So, but anyway, back to the actual story at hand. Now, I ended up going to the. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. Before I even get to the story, let me tell you a few things here. I'm sorry. This was pivotal. I'm so sorry. Now, remind you, prior to the story, my boy Joe. You know, I've seen people get high off of weed. I've seen people smoke cigarettes, and I've seen people get a little drunk here and there. You know what I mean? Up to this point, I've seen some things up to this point. Let me just put it to you like that. But this stuff my boy was doing prior to this incident, it was just so out of whack for me, out of character. I was just thinking in the back of my mind. I don't know if anybody else was thinking it, but I know in the back of my mind, I'm like, what's going on? This guy was just hallucinating. You know, got everybody scared and nervous about stuff. Talking about don't move this, like this. I mean, I'm talking about. I would tell you some of the hallucinations, but they are so embarrassing for him. Even though I know you're never going to meet him, you're never going to see him. I don't even want to really even put it out there, but it's trust me, it's wild on a level to where I was really concerned. I really didn't know what the heck was going on. So I go to the bathroom one day and I see some pills on the top of the bathroom, the toilet seat. Not the actual seat, but it's the seat where the part where it flushes. You know what I mean? The taller part of the toilet. So I see the pills. Now remind you, I didn't notice at the time, but he had just came in and probably left for something. I don't know what he went to go get. Who knows? But I'm thinking about it now. I know that probably happened. So I look at the pills and I'm like, okay, I think this is what's wrong with my boy. I think he's doing this. I think he, you know, I'm putting two and two together, and I'm thinking these pills got him out of whack. So now you guys tell me in the comment section whether I did the right thing right here or not. You know, you guys know your opinion. You know, no judgment. So I see him. I'm thinking, okay, what would a best friend do? Maybe he can't. You know, maybe he can't stop what he's doing. Maybe I should help. So I look at the pills for a second and I throw them down the toilet. Bag of pills, bloop, right down the toilet. I flush the toilet. Before the toilet can even stop making the sound of a flushing sound, my boy Joe comes around the corner. He looks at me, you know, he's looking around, you know, he's looking all over the place. He said, hey man, you seen a bag of pills here? You know, he was like with a really worried face. He was really concerned. And I was like, yeah, I see them. He said, yeah, he was like, then he got really concerned. He said, where they at? I said, now mind you, this is one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life. Nicest guys ever in my life. I'm talking about nicest guy. I'm talking literally one of the nicest guys ever. I threw him down the toilet. His face went like it went enraged. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about enraged. Now remind you, at this time I'm about 5'11". My boy Joe's about 6'2 and a half. He's bigger than me, broad shoulders. He kind of had the Gow haircut. Well, he actually did have the Gow haircut, so to speak. That's what it kind of looked like, with glasses. And he just looked at me. He just got fierce for like 8 long seconds. He looked at me. He said, "Do you know what you've done?" But it was just like in a crazy look. Like the veins was popping out of his neck and out of his head. I mean, this guy looked psycho, and I got kind of shook. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I don't know what to say. I'm like, what? Like, cause I never seen my boy Joe like this. I'm like, what the heck is going on? You know what I mean? He's like, "Do you know what you've done?" He said it like 5 or 6 times. No, I'm sorry. It's like 2 or 3 times. After the 3rd time, he goes, boom, he just hits me like right in the face. He kept it, probably the hardest hit I ever took in my life. And now this hit has got me sailing. I'm sailing. He hit me so hard that I blacked out in the midst of my sailing and woke up. Like, it was like that. He hit me that hard. Probably the hardest hit I never seen coming that I ever took ever. So as I come to, next thing I know, he grabs me, tackles me, boom, we hit the ground hard, bam. I hit my head and everything. I'm like, what the heck is going on? But at this time, even though I hit my head, I'm furious at this time because I'm realizing he just hit me. And I remember, mind you, this is an 18-year-old launch pad, so I'm a little more edgy, even though I was rated one of the nicest guys in my high school. But I still was edgy, you know. I'm still from the ghetto, you know. So I'm pushing him off me, man. We're wrestling on the ground, we're just going crazy because he's on top of me, mind you. But he's not like, he doesn't have like his waist like up here or nothing. He has his like chest like right here. So we still in that mode where we're wrestling. And I don't know how, but I just pushed him off me, and then I kicked him off me. Then I got right up quick, you know, because I got up quick. Then he goes for the jab again, but this time he missed. I hit him in the rib one time, and then I hit him with this. Remind you, I didn't really know how to fight like that either. So when I hit him with this, the combo, it was bam, bam, it was quick. When I hit him with that, my stance wasn't right. So I'm leaning into him, so we end up falling again. We hit that ground again, and we're wrestling a little bit more. Then I get on top of him, and I grab his arms, and I pin him to the ground. I'm like, "Man, what are you doing? Calm down." I'm like, "Calm down, man. We are fighting, man. This is because now I'm realizing, I'm fighting my friend. No, he's not my best friend, but he's still my friend. This is the guy that has consistently came and picked me up from basically 2.5 hours away. Basically 2 hours to come to his house so I can have a good time, you know, and do what 18-year-olds do, you know what I mean? You know, have fun at the pool, you know, chill with some girls, whatever. And I'm like, I'm realizing all this in this moment, but most importantly that he's my friend. I'm like, "Man, calm down, chill." He said, "Man, get off me, man. Get off me, man." And he's still, like, his face is red and he is still enraged. Like, I mean, you know, we out in the suburbs too. So we're in the suburbs. But it's just us two here in the bathroom. But everybody's outside partying, jumping in the pool, having a good time. They don't even know what's even going on. They have no idea that me and Joe are actually up here in his bathroom wrestling. It's probably the 2 guys that no one would even suspect would even be doing this at this moment. So finally I get off him. I'm like, "Listen, man, calm down, man. Relax." You know what I mean? I said, "Man, we're boys, man. Calm down. Relax." And he was like, he just looked down. He looked up, he starts pacing a little bit, you know, messing with his chin. He looks at me again. He said, "Do you know how hard?" And he stops. He said, "Do you know how much that?" Then he stops again. And in this moment, I get a different worried. This is the worried where, like, this friendship's great here. And I felt it, you know, I said, this friendship's great here. He looked at me, I looked at him. It was like a long 6-second pause. And he was like, "Get out." I said, "What you mean, man? You want me to get out this house? You want me to get out this room? You want me to go outside?" He said, "Get out of my life." So, you know, with my head down, and I'm in his house, you know, it's a nice house, you know. I still was in that mood where I wanted to go outside, have some fun with some girls, you know, 18 and single. But I had to go. I had to go home. So I went home. I went downstairs. And when I went downstairs, there was no one to stop me and be like, "Yo, what happened?" Because everybody's too busy having fun outside. I'm going out the front. And everybody's out back. So there's no one there to be like, "Yo, everything all right?" You know, everything cool? No one was there. So I catch the bus. Long bus ride. But that bus ride had to be about 3 hours, man. And I go back to my uncle's house. But that's not the end. About a year later, you know, he calls me again. Luckily, I had the same number because at this time we didn't have cell phones. So I had the same number, and when he called me, I was very happy. He said, "Man, you want to hang out sometime?" I said, "Man, you know what? I ain't doing nothing today, man. I mean, you can come scoop me up today if you want to." He said, "I don't do that." So he come scoop me up, and it's crazy. He come scoop me up. We're getting ready to get to his house. We're getting ready to get to his house, and a cop pulls us over. Cop pulls us over, and you know, he asked for a license registration. The cop looks at me and tells, he says, "You get out the car." It's pointing at me. Now, mind you, it's me, the two girls, his boy in the passenger seat, and him. And my boy looked back and see that he was pointing at me. My boy Joe, now mind you, his father got a little bit of pull. He got out the car, and at first he was like, he said, "Y'all know my name is Keith." He said, "Keith, stay right there. You're not going anywhere." He said, "Me too, man. You better not get out of that seat." I was like, "Okay." So I just sat there, and you know, I mean, the girls, they was kind of like, "Yeah, what's wrong with him? What did he do?" You know, staying up for me. So he gets out the car. He starts cursing this cop out, man. I'm talking about he's cursing this cop completely out. I'm talking about I don't know if I ever heard him curse before, but he's cursing this cop out. And he's like, "Man, you better," because he's talking about his father. He said, "Man, if you do anything to him or you tell him you got that car, my father would do this, and that." And he was just going crazy. And I was like, whoa. Even his boy in the passenger seat was like, I'd never seen Joe like that. It was crazy, man. And I think that was for me, you know, when we got back to his house, I get out the car. You know, he would get out the car and go straight to his house, you know, because he knows I know what to do and where to go and how to maneuver around it. So I've been there numerous amount of times. You know, he puts his arm around me. You know, he gives me a pound, and you know, we never spoke on it. We never spoke on it without any words spoken. That pound right there was like, "My bad, dog." And that's the end. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. In the comment section, let me know. Do you think I did the right thing? You know, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know. And the reason why I kind of question it a little bit, because as I'm older now, I understand when people get addicted to stuff, there's really nothing that you can do about it. It's what they have to do about it. You know, did I overstep my boundaries? Did I do the right thing? Let me know. It's your boy Launchpad 1412. I'm out.